everybody, it's Lance the Lush, and it's Saturday night. And tonight, we're talking about the Stillwater Australian Ales collaboration with the, and I apologize right now if I butcher it, the Casita Cerveceria on Fleek. Now, Lush fans, I'll be the first person to admit this wasn't even on the radar at all. I picked it up only because at my local store, when I was picking up the my previous review, which was the Thirsty Dog Magic City Ale, it was in a discount bin. Now, I saw the prices on this around, because this is actually a one-off, one-run particular beer. And it's not a beer, let me take it back, it's an Imperial Stout. I'm going to stop myself right there from giving you bad information. And I knew about it because actually Greg's Beer Reviews actually did a review on this. And I remember seeing it originally, so I thought to myself, I'll never see this. Now, Stillwater, they're based in Baltimore, Maryland. Now, I know of the company, but I've never had any of their selections until today. Now, well, here's what I know so far. Now, this one comes trucking in at 13% alcohol by volume, and according to Greg, on his review, the IBUs are 50. Now, I'll be the first person to admit I'm not totally sure about that. Now, being an Imperial Stout means that it might or might not have some chocolate in it. Now, people who's watching for a long time knows this, that I can't do chocolate. But I did some preliminary stuff. I took my anti-seizure medicine, because I can do that without, taking the shots. I took a pill, so I'm good there. But we're going to talk about this right now. Now, looking around, there's really not a lot of information on it. Now, as an example, I jumped on Stillwater's official webpage, and here's exactly what it said about this. Big, overhyped, Imperial Stouts are mighty. This one on Fleek, though, the most amazing collaboration ever with Casita Cerveceria. And that's all it says. I'm reading exactly what it says on the monitor, folks. Now, we're going to get into this right now because something tells me there's going to be quite a bit of stuff to talk about this. Now, popping it, there's really not a lot of smoke. Now, a lot with Imperials, either I get a ton of it or I don't. There's really no in between. But we're going to get started on this right now. Now, the first thing, I notice it's motor oil black. And with any Imperial Stout, I'm going to sit this down. I always expect that. Now, a lot of things with Imperial Stouts also, you're going to get some head retention. And I immediately see this. And with the carbonation, being an Imperial goes straight to the bottom. It doesn't go to the top. That's the one trait I've always seen with those. Let's see here. Head retention. I don't even know where the head starts and ends. I'm not even sure. But like I said, it's motor oil black. So you're going to get that. Now, as far as the smell, I'm getting more of a mocha smell more than a chocolate smell. And I'm talking about that deep mocha. I'm going to pick this back up for a moment. I do get a little bit of coffee just in the smell, but it's so far into the background, I really, really, really can't tell. I'm going to do something real fast here. I just want to see something. Just see something else pops up, and I don't see anything. And Lush fans, I apologize for that. I'm trying to think of anything else I noticed. I'm getting a little bit of licorice, but not a lot. But I'm really, really, really looking for that. Now, I'm going to go get a taste of this now because something tells me this is one of those oddballs. So we're going to find out right now. So cheers. The best way to describe this is there's some zest to it, not necessarily spicy, but zest. But it's very muted up front. And that's after I got through all the head. This is one of those weird situations to where it's kind of hard to describe. Now, as far as now I'm getting it now. The first thing I will say is this: the alcohol is the star of the show, no question about it. And it's definitely lower IBU. It's definitely thick. Honestly, it goes down a little bit harder than Guinness, and that's with the chocolate in it. Well, not necessarily the chocolate. I take that back. The mocha in it. Now, I do get some coffee in it. I am tasting black licorice, and I'm not sure if it's actually in it or not, or that's just a byproduct of how this was crafted. I'm not completely and totally sure. Well, Lush fans, I said there was a lot to talk about this one. I'm trying to think anything else I can pick up in this, and I really, really can't. Now, this one being a one-run selection, this is one of those ones to where I'll probably never have it again. You know, I got this in a 4-pack. And before I say something, before I continue, let me explain something. Now, there was actually a date on this. It says best by September the 9th, September the 8th, 2016. So, Acme Fresh Market, where I was at picking up my run for the week, they had it in the discount bin for $3.99. You really can't see it here, but it's there. And I apologize if you heard my computer just chime. I actually have it on for some strange reason. So you know, for the record, it says right here on the can, it says water, malted barley, hops, yeast, vadin, malak corn, humble, joss, and best before sea bottom. That's what it says here. You know, that's the ingredients. I'm gonna take their word for what's in it. Honestly, let me take one more sip before I actually give my Chocobo rating. Being an Imperial Stout, any Imperial Stout, especially a strong one, you really need only one or two for your totally trashed. And you know what? This one is designed to get you trashed through the back door because it's not in your face. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm going to give this rating of. And I'm really trying to pick something up in this. Honestly, I only got to give this a 2 Chocobo. The only saving grace is the alcohol content. And that's pretty damn sad, you know? When I said the alcohol was the star of the show, I was not kidding. That's the only thing redeeming about this, you know? And I know it's a one-off, it's a collab. I don't know what they were looking to go into with this. And maybe the brewery itself can contact me and let me know exactly what they were thinking with this. Because it's, like I said, on their official webpage, the information is pretty damn thin as far as the collab. Now, do the Lush recommends? If you can get your hands on it and find it, sure, at least try it. I mean, it's in a 4-pack. Now, as far as pricing, before I forget, I was actually on Beer Advocate, and some of them were talking about it, and I'm seeing $8.99. One guy said $35, so it's all over the place. Like I said, I got this for $3.99, and I'm on my Facebook page. I'll make sure I put a screenshot of that so I'm not lying about that. But you know, that's all I can say. I'm gonna get off here, Lush fans. This is before I forget, and I'm gonna butcher this again. I already know it, and I apologize. This is the Stillwater Artisia Ales in collaboration with Casita Cerveceria on Fleek. And stay tuned for the next edition of Lance the Lush.